Hey guys, in this video, we're going to be comparing this iFixit NEIKO driver kit, 64 pieces precision bit set, with this NEIKO 101 piece security bit set and ratcheting screwdriver, and with these two Huskey small screwdrivers with multiple bits built in. So we're going to compare these three different options of screwdriver kits for now. First thing I want to point out about this is that these are not, I don't view these as competing kits. Now, I've already done one where I can compare this kit to this kit directly. Now I want to do like a three-way compare, including this one. This is going to be a faster video where I don't compare every single bit one at a time like I did with this kit and this kit. I did a separate video with just this one. I've done a separate video with this, and this. Those are all three separate videos where I went into detail on these. And I did one where I compared these and said what's in each one, compared each one of these one at a time. It was in a lot of detail. So if you want to see that stuff, go back and check out those videos. This is just a quick overview video of the pros and cons of these and why you want all three of these. I have all three of these. I have more screwdrivers than this on hand, but these are my main ones that I use most of the time for most of the stuff that I need to do. And they're handy to have around for different purposes, right? So first thing, this is going to be general purpose. So both of these have certain security bits that are specialized bits for obscure things or for specific industry specific things, electronic specific things, and other random things. Some of them are security oriented. They have the holes in them. They're meant to make it harder for people to tamper with things, tamper-proof, security-proof types things. Same deal with these. Some of them are super obscure, like these are for old video game consoles, all sorts of stuff like that. Huge variety of things. So this kit, these are larger quarter-inch shank. Those are these are 4mm shank. These ones also, by the way, 4mm shank on these, but point is, this is more general purpose. This has a large variety of things but more for general purpose and not focused in on electronics. So they have a bunch of different industries it tries to cover, but not a whole lot from any one specific industry. Whereas this is super focused on, this is more precision. And so these are larger. So even when these overlap with the same things, these have larger bits. So even amongst, like, say, the hex, they get way larger. The largest hex on here is way larger than the largest one in here. But the smallest hex on here is much smaller than the smallest one on here. There's some overlap in sizes, but for the bits that are the same, this tends to have more smaller bits for smaller precision things. This has larger bits. So if you're going to work with larger stuff, it's good to have this. Smaller stuff like tiny electronics and stuff like that, this one, right? And also some of them just have bits that don't have comparisons, like the one for video game consoles and in pentalobes. Those are only in this kit. You don't even have those types in here, but these are for like aerospace and for like automotive, specialized to control torque and stuff. So these are only in this kit and not in that kit. So there's some that are in one and just not in the other. But if you want a large variety of bits for like all sorts of different things and also for electronics, it's good to have both of these kits. But at the same time, and you might even want to have more than what these kits provide, but I mean, I think this covers almost most of the stuff I deal with, but these two still have a purpose. Even though I have these two big kits, I still like to have these. I talked about this in the video where I reviewed these. These two screwdrivers this is when I actually want to work on a big project or I need any of these specific obscure bits, but I don't keep these sitting out on my desk and for like regular stuff around the house and stuff unless I really need them. If I want just something really quick to reach for where I don't want to, dig into my tool cabinet or anything, I'm going to go for these. Now, the handles are different on these. These are pretty reasonably good quality handles, but they're plastic. They're not super solid, not super amazing or anything. And they're also hollow, right? So these each have basically 8 different options, right? So this one is Torx, so this is all different Torx options, and this one is actually, this is Phillips and slotted, right? So if you open this up, you see one side is slotted and one side is Phillips, and you look in here, you have 3 more of these, and each one has something on each end, right? So you have 4 of these total. One goes in the end here, and 3 of them get stored in here that you're not going to be using. And you can swap them out. They have different sizes. So you have 4 different sizes of Phillips head and 4 different sizes of slotted. So 8 different options for bits, right? So that is worth knowing. And Whoops. And let's compare the shanks on these. Are these the same? Yeah, I can't. This is telling me 1/8 inch. Those look like the same size. Honestly, this might be a bit thicker, and I can't tell with my eyes. Anyways, you know, I can tell easily. Yeah, this won't fit in here. So yeah, these are. I was wrong. These are 4 millimeter. These are 1/4 inch, 4 millimeter, and I believe these are not even millimeters. These are 1/8 of an inch. So there you go. Not even compatible. It's not like it's. Anyway, crazy that we have SAE and metric, right? That you have to have those two different systems. Anyways, yeah, so there you go. So the main advantage, the reason I would recommend having these around is because they cover a lot of what you need for these are precision, but the largest bits on here can work for some larger average normal size screws. So if you just need something to quick get by, tighten it like a screw up that doesn't need to be too tight, I grab these and use it for those too, even for something that's a little bit too big sometimes. Sometimes, right? So you can get away with that sometimes. And anything small, like change the batteries in the kids' toys, open up some appliance in the kitchen, so whatever random thing you got to do around the house. These are pretty handy to have. And they're good to just like have them out on a countertop or a desk. You know, you have like a little pencil holder or something, stick these two in there, and it can cover a lot of use cases. One thing I would like to have is actually, I'd like to have one that does hex keys, right? Now, this guy right here, yeah, we're going to take a look at these here. These are all Torx, right? All different sizes of Torx. So there you go. That's nice. I don't really need Torx anywhere near as often. I like having this guy out, but I almost never use it. I keep them both together. This one I use all the time, just as my general purpose, quick on-hand thing, just to always have with you. You could even carry this all over with you if you want, although I'm usually carrying a Swiss Army knife and a Leatherman multi-tool anyways, so I don't carry these with me. But if you wanted something like, you could put these in a bag or something, or put them in your car, put them in like your glove box, whatever, right? Unless you have a full toolkit in your car, still useful to just have these things easily reach somewhere where you can easily reach them all the time. They're the first thing you reach for when you don't want to dig out a full toolkit, right? That's the whole point of these. So I'm already kind of going on and on about this too much, but there you go. Yes, that's basically the point of these. One thing I would say, it's worth getting one of these with hex bits, because that comes up often enough. I think it would be more useful for a quick, easy to reach thing than Torx, right? So anyways, there you go. These are my quick, easy to reach screwdrivers that have multiple sizes. You know, if I want to quick do something, open up an electronic thing, a kid's toy, whatever, I'll just go for these first if I just want to quick do something and I don't want to dig out real tools, right? If I want a real selection of tools, I have these. If I want something with a different handle than this, or something that's not interchangeable, I have like dedicated screwdriver kits too, with like longer screwdrivers and stubby screwdrivers, all different stuff besides these kits. I have like screwdrivers that are like fixed screwdrivers that don't have the interchangeable things too, and I have some kits for my drill drivers and stuff like that also. But yeah, got a bunch of different options. These are my two very flexible options where you can handle pretty much any type of bit or screw fastener that you need. These ones are the quick grab ones. Electronics specifically, and basically everything else. That's how I would treat these toolkits, and this is just what I like to have around, so I figured I'd just share this and make a separate video for this. And there you go. So if you found this interesting, maybe give me a thumbs up. Might want to hit that subscribe button. But that's about it for today. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on that next video.